This is the most powerful bank in the world, and most people have never even heard about it. I'm right here in Basel, Switzerland, in front of the Bank for International Settlements, the central bank of all central banks. There's a really great book by Adam Labor called The Tower of Basel that you need to do your homework. And also Catherine Austin Fitz has done a phenomenal job shining the light and exposing this institution. Now, a couple of things that you'll find very interesting is one, it has sovereign immunity, which means it's basically above the law, has its own police force. The employees there, they don't pay taxes. This bank can also move and transfer money, and they don't have to disclose anything that they do, which is very interesting. And they're also the ones that spearheaded CBDCs, central bank digital currency. That's where it originated from, and that's what they continue to push. So you need to absolutely learn and understand about the Bank for International Settlements. It's wild because I've been here numerous times over the years, and this building right there, it's like so discreet, you wouldn't even know. And then as I've done my research, I said, oh my goodness, I need to make a video next time I'm here. We've all heard of the Federal Reserve, but very few people have heard of this organization. So you better do your homework.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad. It's another edification. Alright, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Alright, first and foremost, Kal Halayam, La Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akar Kodash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai. Alright. Double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, the elders, a great millstone that rule well. Salutation unto the brothers who preach and teach the truth through the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and the freedom to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird, along with the very few but faithful Akwat. Shalom, shalom. Alright, so this will be I decided to make a little to make another little series. You know, so this will be the second installment of Follow the Money, just follow the money. Alright? Second installment or part 2, however you want to classify it as, alright? But follow the money, just follow the money. And there's where it is. Alright, so as you could see in that clip there, alright, where this gentleman there, he was speaking on a bank that a lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't know about, all right? The Bank of International Settlement. You know something? Let's go into that a little bit. Let's go into that a little bit. Bear with me. Let's look up that a bit. Let me see, what is the no. Right. What the hell? PANK. Oh yeah. Look at that. Alright, so good. So as you can see here, it says the Bank for International Settlements. The Bank for International Settlements is an international financial institution which is owned by member central banks. Alright, its primary goal is to foster international monetary and financial cooperation while serving as a bank for central banks. Okay, so it's the head bank of all the central banks in the world. Now, we must see something here. What is a Alright, what is a central bank? A central bank, alright, a central bank is an institution that oversees a nation's monetary policy and money supply. Central banks often have a legal monopoly on the production and distribution of money. You know, if a particular, that a particular nation, that nation, they have a central bank, and they are the ones that issues the national currency, and whatnot, so forth of that respective country, what have you, what have you. All right, but um, um, the Bank of International Settlement, all right, that is central bank of all central banks. Bear with me. All right, that is the bank of all central banks. So this is the thing. There is the reason why I titled this. I'm making this as the second installment. Follow the money, because the man, he said some crucial stuff. All right. Now we who in the truth, we who in the truth, we know about this pursuant to the Bank of International Settlement and their agendas and what have you, so forth, and the control that they have pursuant to the world economy, by the way of the controlling of the money and what have you, so forth. We who in the shoot here within GMS, I should say, and its affiliates, we know about it. All right, we know about it. But what the man had, what the guy had said, is that they are the ones that is responsible for a lot of things, especially mainly the CBDC. All right, the CBDC. So let's take a look at that, because there's a reason why I say follow the money. All right. CBDC, central bank digital currency, is a new form of money that exists only in digital form, not intangible, but digital, electronically. Okay? Instead of printing money, right? Instead of printing money, the central bank issues widely accessible digital coins so that digital transactions and transfers become simple electronically. Efforts towards CBDC grow all over the world for many reasons. All right, let's look at this here. What is the point of CBDC? It says central bank digital currencies are government issued digital currencies. All right, government issued, right? Government issued, because the central bank, all right, the central bank is actually run by the government. Well, let me put it this way. It is run by the government is like a puppet, or oh gosh, where's the term then, brothers, is used by a puppet, yes, but the face that it is seen, boy, the ones that the shadow government will put out for the world to see. Oh gosh, the word eluded, man. But anyhow, that is where the government is, right? Towards the central bank. But the true owners, the true ones that run the central bank are the banking family, banking dynasties, which is your Oppenheimers, your DuPonts, your Rothschild family, mainly the Rothschild family. All right, they are the ones that is actually they own all these central banks throughout the world. All right, they are the ones that control the money supply. So it says, as the government issued digital currencies that mirror the value of a country's fiat currency and are aimed at enhancing financial inclusion, all right, financial inclusion and reducing transaction costs. Now let me see this here. It says, will CBDCs replace cash technologically? a central bank digital currency could substitute cash, but whether that happens depends on each country's policy, choices, and public acceptance. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The CBDC will replace cash. Okay? The CBDC will replace cash. All right? Now, these people are the ones that control the flow of money. All right? Starting with this Bank of International Settlement, the central bank of all central banks. They are the ones that controls the money. They are the ones that deal with the money and whatnot, so forth. But let me tell you something. Seeing that, this is what I have to say here. Seeing that they are the ones that is actually responsible for the orchestrating of the CBDCs, all right, that is going to be enforced throughout the world. That alone should put within your mind, all right, that one, cash is going to be obsolete. Two, they're coming with another form. They're dead serious on coming with another form of money. But three, they seeing that it is digital, they would have full control of that money and be able to control the money, control how you spend the money, whatnot, program the money. That is what I want to say. To program the money, all right, because that all that is going to come into play. But the main thing in how you're going to be able to access that money and be able to spend that money, which the end goal is what? A microchip, RFID microchip. You understand? There's where it is here. They're all about making cash obsolete. Okay? When you go to Isaiah chapter, because let's go into this through the Spirit. I have nothing written down. Isaiah 10 and 14 or 10 and 12. 10 and 12, Isaiah 10 and 12, where it reads, "Wherefore it shall come to pass that when the Lord hath performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria and the glory of his high looks." All right, which is who? The bankers, the banking dynasties, the elites. All right, for he said, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, I have removed the bounds of the people and have robbed their treasures, which is their money, all right, and have put down the inhabitants like a valiant man. All right, so this is what it is, because what you're going to see take place, because you all have to understand how powerful these people are. All right, you all have to understand how powerful these people are. And the ones who control the money, they have all the power. All right, they have all the power. Now that Bank of International Settlement, all right, they play by their own rules. It's just like the three city states, all right, but the city of London, all right, the city of London, the financial block within London there, the city of London, all right, where the Bank of England is situated and other major banks, all right, they play by their own rules, which means they have their own laws, they have their own police force, all right. They don't pay taxes, this, that, the other. They don't have to give any audits. These things, you understand? These things. And these are the people that is about to take whatever little that you have pursuant to financial wise, your fiat currency, all right, and give you a digital piece of nonsense that they could program as to how they want you to spend your money. All right. So it says, for he said, verse 14 actually. Verse 14, and it reads, and my hand had found as a nest the riches of the people, and as one gathereth eggs that are left, have I gathered all the earth, and there was none that moved the wing or opened the mouth or peep. All right. This is where it is here, and this here now, these people, all right, who are the sole constructors of the CBDC, all right, that is going to go throughout the whole world, all right. These are the people. Let me just put it that way. These are the people. Let's take a look at Proverbs. I'm going so far. Proverbs 1 and 9. Alright, Proverbs 1 and 9. I will start at 8. Proverbs 1 and 8, where it reads, my son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother, for they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us look privily for the innocent with cause, without cause. Let us swallow them up alive, as the grave and whole, as those that go down into the pit. All right, and this is what they're gearing the world towards by this thing called the CBDC. All right. It says, let us swallow them up alive, as the grave and whole, and as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Casting thy lot among us. All right, and this goes into what? This is speaking of both the government and the private sector. All right, because you have to understand, the government, they are the ones, they are setting up the infrastructure by the way of the elites. All right, they are following the instructions, all right, of the elites, and the private sector, the businesses and what have you, so forth. They have the means, all right, to facilitate, all right. They have the means to facilitate the infrastructure, all right, so that the infrastructure could be implemented and carried out and whatnot, so forth. All right. So it says, casting thy lot amongst us, and let us all have one purse. All right. That one purse is what? That CBDC that is going to be accessible, all right, by what? By a microchip. All right. These people are the ones that is actually the ones that is gearing the world towards the mark of the beast. That is why I say, again, you have to follow the money. Understanding, you have to understand this. Understanding the mark of the beast. You know what? Let me go to the blue letter for that. Understanding the mark of the beast is you have to understand finance. You have to understand money. You have to follow the money. Unless you don't follow the money, you would never get to understand the mark of the beast. All right? Going straight to the point, Revelation 13 and 16, where it reads, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor. All right? As a matter of fact, I will read in the NLT. All right, in the NLT, Revelation 13:16 NLT, and he required, okay, he required everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on the right hand or on the forehead, and no one could buy or sell anything without that mark. Okay? There's where it is. No one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number or the number representing his name. All right? So you will have to have that mark in order to be able to have access to that CBDC. You see, again, you have to follow the money. You have to follow the money. You have to follow the money. You have to follow. You have to research the Rothschilds, how they came into existence, you know, by the way of being that big banking dynasty and whatnot, and how they have managed to be able to control the money, you know, the world's currency, their respective currencies, how they are able to have full control. And once you get to understand that, understanding now where the money now is actually transcending to now. Let me see if I'm using the correct word. Let me see if I'm using the correct word. T-R-A-N. I think T-R-A-N. All right. Good. So it says here, be or go beyond the range of limits or a field of activity or conceptual sphere. All right. It says to surpass, to excel, to exceed. All right. So yes, I was correct in using the correct word there. All right. Because once you got to understand the money, you got to understand how the creation of money and all these things, fiat currency and all these things, and seeing where the money is being is you know, where the money is evolving to now, you know, it overpassing, it exceeding, all right, it exceeding its previous predecessors, however you want to put it, you know, where the money itself I'm speaking about, you know, it wouldn't be hard for you to understand what is the mark of the beast. Because remember, money is this man's God. Riches is this man's God. All right? This man is obsessed with money and control. And once you control the money, you have control over the masses. These way it is here. Because it's not just about, all right, this thing is not just about spending, you know, but having full control. And if you could control the money, you will be able to control the people. There's where it is here. Because this man, according to let's see if I could get it here. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. I'll go straight to the point. Alright. I'll start from verse 3. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, where it reads, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. There's where it is with this man. All right? And the fuel for his God complex, I think it's Ezekiel 28, The fuel for his God complex is what? Is controlled by the way of by his money. Alright? Because they control the money. Alright? There's something that I want to get here in this scripture here. This is Ezekiel 28, where it reads, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, which the prince of Tyrus today is the elites, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. Alright, yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. Alright, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel, there is no secret that they could hide from thee. But this is the point. Alright, with thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten the riches and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. Alright, by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. You understand? There's where it is here. This is what fuel their God complex, their riches. The scripture says they have more than the heart could desire. Alright? More than the eyes could wish for. There's where it is here. And you have to understand that these people, these elites, all right, what a great part to play within their success is that they take all the traits. They had studied the traits of the ancient Phoenicia, all right, they of Tyre and Zidon, because they were the elite bankers back in those days, back in those time, in those ancient time. All right, when they go and they research them, they were the first set of bankers. All right, money changers. All right, they were the first. They were the first set of banking elites at that time. Those Hamites. All right, and these bankers here now, all right, they took all their traits, all right. They took all their traits, the witchcraft and all these things that those people of ancient time, Tyre and Zidon, those bankers of ancient Tyre and Zidon, you know, all their witchcraft works and all these things, you know, in order for them to be successful. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Esau, all right. And as I said, you know, this is what fuels their God complex, because they have full control over the money. All right. Just the cherry on top. The cherry on top will be that CDBC with the micro C hip. That's why, hey, again, you jakes, you false prophets. Okay, you all is going to receive the judgment that you all is going to receive, because you all fail to come to terms with the truth. Again, it's very simple. All you have to, in order for you to understand what is the mark of the beast, you followers of these particular camps that still being on the fence as pursuing to the full 100% truth, you know, the mark of the beast and what have you, so forth. See, the Lord had to send the thunder. All you all have to do is just follow the money. That is all. Just follow the money, and you will get to come to the right answer. All right. There's where it is. Hey, so I hope you all are edified through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Alright, go and research the Bank of International Settlement. Go and research the Rothschilds. Yeah? Go and research the money, man. Go and research the money. And you will get the understanding. Alright, so hey, This is a brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad, signing out, saying, Kal Halayam La Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. Alright, double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, the elders, a great milestone that rule well. Salutations unto the brothers who preach and teach in this truth show, the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and the freedom to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites, shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwat. Until then, say shalom.